welcome back to another video on my channel. Unfortunately, it's the last AFCON 2023 qualifying show for this season. Of course, we had the last round of second round matches, and we now know the second team going to AFCON 2023, and that's Morocco. They've qualified after just 2 games in a 3-team group where their away fixture was played in Casablanca, and they beat Liberia 2-0 at home in the away game. That sort of makes sense. Half these qualifiers seem to be in Morocco. I think Nigeria won in Morocco as well. Might as well do the Boris Johnson's elections in Morocco anyway. Morocco will be happy. Of course, Nayef Aguerd didn't play in this one. His move to West Ham is imminent. They called up the defender from Wydad, who won the CAF Champions League, and he looked quite good when he came on, I have to say. Well, Morocco used a couple of players from Wydad, particularly in the middle of the park. They had Jabrain, and they had the lad next to him who's also at the same club, Wydad Casablanca, and they actually looked quite good rather than having those sort of European-based players, you know, when they started with America playing people like Tarabt. These guys who work hard, like the defender Dari, like the Jabrain, like the other midfielder, they actually work a lot harder than some of these European players, and I think that's a bit of flavour Morocco are missing, because they've got players in their squad born in so many countries. Nonetheless, they beat Liberia 2-0. They have now qualified with 2 wins out of 2, because whatever happens in the other games between South Africa and Liberia, because 2 out of 3 qualify, Morocco are there. So, plus it means in September Morocco won't actually be playing any AFCON qualifiers. They'll have the opportunity to play some friendlies ahead of their World Cup group, although considering Croatia beat the French tonight, I don't think Morocco will be too looking forward to that one. So 2-0 win. Of course, it did take a penalty for Morocco to win, a shocking decision at that. But the good news for Morocco is that Ait-Nouri seems to be firing on all cylinders again with 2-2, and if Ait-Nouri can take that form into Qatar, they might have a chance of getting past Belgium and Croatia. So also today, perhaps the biggest story is the massive scoreline between Sierra Leone and Guinea-Bissau. And even though Guinea-Bissau took a 2-0 lead, and this game took place in Guinea, in Conakry, Jorginho scored 2 goals for Guinea-Bissau, not the Chelsea one, one that plays in Poland. And then they got a player sent off. Sierra Leone got back in the game. We know Sierra Leone have got quality from the AFCON against Algeria, against Ivory Coast. They pulled it back to 2-2, but ultimately, even with Kai and Kulka in defence, drawing at home to Guinea-Bissau is not a good result for Sierra Leone. And Guinea-Bissau, even though they were 2-0 up, they probably would have taken a point if you offered it to them before the game. And Guinea-Bissau, of course, now on 4 points. And there's another team on 6 points that have a very good goal difference, because it's finished Sao Tome and Principe 0, the country who were literally appealed to get reinstated into the qualifiers over Mauritius, over a fake COVID test, won the appeal, got back into AFCON, played against Nigeria today in, I think they played in Agadir in Morocco again. Goodness me. Sao Tome 0, Nigeria 10. No, that's Nigeria's biggest win ever. They won 10-0. No, it wasn't on FUT Champs. They literally won the game 10-0 against Sao Tome and Principe. What a way to conclude. 6 points out of 6. They were 1-0 down the other day to Sierra Leone, Nigeria. They've won 10-0. 10-0. Now, I don't know if that says Nigeria are amazing, or if it says Sao Tome are shocking, because Osimhen got goals and assists for fun. Dennis got the 10th. There's so many goal scorers. It was an absolute joke. But I have to say, if you look at one of our teams, they're winning 10-0 and not going to the World Cup, it's a funny old conundrum. But not to score 10, I don't care who it's against. Any football match, if you score 10 goals, that's bloody fantastic, let me tell you. 10-0, that goes, the performance of the match day goes to Nigeria. 6 points out of 6 for them as well. And for the Moroccans, of course. How can you win 10-0? That's a goal every 9 minutes. And you've got to kick off and make subs, a goal every 9 minutes. I think it's fair to say Sao Tome and Principe won't be going to AFCON. Nigeria, on the other hand, probably will be. 10-0, that is... I think Nigeria have scored more goals in Morocco this year than Morocco have themselves. But anyway, what a way to conclude Match Day 1 and Match Day 2 of AFCON 2023 qualifying. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. We'll be back, inshallah, for match day 3 and 4, which will be taking place in September in a couple of months' time. So we'll be back for those, and we'll probably be seeing a lot more teams qualification confirmed. 22 places still up for grabs in these AFCON qualifiers, but who will get them, we shall find out. Thank you so much for following the AFCON qualifiers over the past 2 weeks. Stay in touch. I'll see you soon.